In the video today, I'm going to take you through an example of a puzzle cube. So by the end of the video, you'll be able to create the animation. So you'll have all the parts, you'll have the assembly, and you'll be able to create the animation. So let me show you what that looks like. This allows us to create an exploded view and just kind of see how things go together. Let's go ahead and let's get started. I will go up here and I'll say assemble and I'll say new component because I'm going to put all these components in the same design file. It just makes life a lot easier. So new component. I'll leave it as component 1, that's fine. And so now I go up here, you see it says component 1 for me, and now I'll hit new sketch. And I'll just go ahead and start drawing this. Alright, so I've got part 1 done. Now before I move on here, I should probably just go up here. I'm going to right click on component 1 and I'm going to say physical material. Because part of what it's asking us to do is it's saying, hey, you need to get some physical properties this time around, right? So before we can have physical properties, we actually have to assign it a material. We want to use ABS. Alright, so let's say we're in the Fusion, probably going to be in the Fusion 360 material library. It's going to look like this. ABS is a type of plastic, so I'll expand the plastic folder, and there it is right on top. I'll just drag it over to the part. That is now ABS. I'm done with that. So I'll hit close. Now I will go up here. I'm going to go and activate Puzzle Cube 2, right? So my whole part, and I'll say assemble, and I'll say new component. This will be component 2, that's fine. And I'll just start creating. So I hit new sketch, just like anything before. Pick a plane that I want to use here. Okay, so now I've got that part created. I'll go ahead and right click on it again and say physical material. And it's going to pull up the same thing. So it's ABS. I'll just drag it over as well. And I'll hit close. So now I'll activate the whole thing. So you see now I have 2 components put together, right? I will go up here after I've activated this whole thing. That's really important. I'll go ahead and assemble and say new component again. This one will be component 3. That's fine. And I'll go ahead and create that. So I'll go up here to new sketch, right? Pick a plane that I'm going to draw on. And remember, I'm here. I will go ahead and right click and say physical material. That's super duper important. And we'll drag that ABS over there and hit close. So now I can go ahead and activate the whole thing again. And there's all 3 parts. So I'll go up here again and I'll say assemble. I'll say new component. Alright, so I've got these taken care of. Now we're going to take and draw a couple more, because remember we're supposed to have 5 components. So now I'll go ahead and activate the whole thing. So essentially I've got everything I need now. I've got all my parts put together. Now you notice down here at the bottom too, right? Look at all that. That's showing me the entire history. So if I want to hit play, I could. So you can see exactly how all those parts were created. And remember, we've gone into each one of them and we've specified ABS. So now we're ready to start putting this thing together. That's a big part of what we do. So I'm really already here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to find component 1. There's component 1. See, I clicked on it and see how it underlined it there? I'm going to right click on that and say ground. So that is going to be the one piece that can't move. All the other pieces should be able to move. Alright, now I remember, because I've designed this, how this thing goes together. First thing I'm going to do in my situation here is I need to take the back side of this, and that kind of goes inside here. What I'm going to do is I'll go up here to joint, right? And I'm going to say I want this side, and I'll select component 2, and this to become 1. Well, this is not really moving because it doesn't really understand what I'm asking it to do. So let me show you how this one's going to have to work. What I'm actually going to end up doing is I'm going to do the same process, but I'm going to come down here on this back little edge. And you see if I zoom in really good how it puts that little triangle up there for me? I'm going to click it. So all I've really done there is click an edge. And now I'm rotating this thing around because I need to click this bottom edge here because that's where it's supposed to meet up. So I'll select that and come over here And now notice that it came and puts them together. But now that's obviously not where it goes. So I'm going to drag these arrows and just kind of put things where they're supposed to be. Right? So I look around. That looks pretty good now. So now I can go ahead and hit OK. Well, I'll go ahead and put the next piece in. My experience now is that the pieces tend to work a whole lot better now. So now we'll rotate. And I know I want to put joints here, and I know that the bottom of this piece, see how that nice center mark pops up now, right there? I know that area is actually going to go right here. Okay, so let me get this thing where we can actually see. Now it needs to turn a little bit, it needs to rotate, and see this little rotate thing that allows me to do that, right? Okay, and let's rotate the whole screen around and see what's going on. That actually looks like it's in good spots now. So I'm going to hit OK. So those pieces are put together. This little area is going to go down inside here. So let's again go to joint, and I'll click there, and then I'll click right in here. And you realize you may have to zoom in and out a lot, but we got them put together now. Obviously we need to rotate. So there's that. And we'll hit OK. Now notice it's, most things are going to be at 90 and 180. They're going to be a multiple of 90 degrees. So there's that piece put together. Now the last piece, I can kind of see how it goes together. There's lots of different ways to put this one on there. I'm going to just take the bottom of this, so right here, and I'm going to put it right there. So assemble. I'll click the center right there, and then the center right here. And that one put in there really nicely for us. If not, we can always rotate and move it around. So now when I look at this, and let's go ahead and hit the home button, it is all assembled and ready to go. What we're going to do now, like we said at the beginning of this video, we're going to show you how to create that animation of it. Alright, so we've got the design taken care of. Before I move on though, I am going to hit save. Right? Now I'll go to design up here, and I'm going to say animation. So I'll click animation. Now there's a couple ways to do this. So I'm going to show you the easy way first, because sometimes this doesn't work well. Alright? Very first thing I'm going to have to do is actually click right here where it says components. See how it kind of turned everything blue? If I don't do that, it's going to pop up an error message. So I'm going to try the auto explode first. So I'll click components there, and then I'm going to hit right here on these blue dots. It says auto explode. I'll click the button, and there it is. It's already exploded for us. Alright, so let's kind of zoom this thing in. Now before I can hit play down here, I got to hit the check mark, okay? Alright, so then let's go down here and let's hit the play button and see what happens. And there's an auto explode for us. Now I don't know if you noticed, but right here, not so much. That doesn't look very good. And that's the way you get sometimes with auto explode. So I'm going to just undo. So we're back to where we started here. And I'm going to actually manually do these things. So right here is transform components. So now click whichever component I want to use. And I'll say, let's just drag this way. I'll hit OK. Same thing. I'm going to pull this one this way. And I'll hit OK. I'm going to click this one. And we'll move it as well. Let's move this one back this way some. And I'll hit OK. And finally, I'm going to move the middle one here. I'll just move it down and out of the way. And I'll hit OK. Now, this one here, I really probably need to move a little further, right? Because they're still kind of attached there. And we'll hit OK. So now, let's go ahead and hit the play button. And you see it exploded that way. If I want more of a dramatic presentation here, I can actually go down here to the timeline and kind of move these arrows more like a staircase. And let's hit play on this so you can see. So there's play. So to get back to our design, because we're already done there, we'll go back up here to where it says animation now, and we'll say design. And that'll take us into our fully constrained cube. If we went back to the animation, we'll just click up here and say, take me to animation. Right? And then we can hit play and all that kind of good stuff. Now there's a whole lot more we can do with this animation stuff. We can rotate it and do all kinds of cool things. But for right now, we just want to make sure that we're able to animate.